You are now listening to the LanceScurv Show, the boldest spot on internet radio.
I woke up this morning, it's on my mind, burning on my mind, thinking about Jamaica, where I was born, and, how these leaders, how their children can go to these expensive schools abroad, and the people in Jamaica are suffering, especially our children, and to see how much they have stolen so much from the people, and I was just telling Lance this morning, these leaders that's doing these things, they need to walk out in the ocean and die. Just walk out in the ocean and go die. And we really need to call on our ancestors and them so they could walk out in the ocean and die, because they've been raping off these people, doing all these things to these people. And when you look on the children that are suffering, these children some of them don't even have breakfast to go to school. And these leaders can afford to send their kids away, like a place from Jamaica to a place like United States or Europe, wherever, to go to school. And they can have how many houses and stuff all over the world so they can go on their vacation, and then the people are suffering. I think they should just walk out in the ocean and just drown and die. Just walk out. Just get up from where they're at and just walk out. They are the one need to be crazy and walk out in the ocean. When they say a lot of these people are crazy, they are not crazy. These are the people that come to consciousness and start speaking their mind. Start speaking their mind. Once they start speaking their mind, they're thinking people is crazy. They are not crazy. They are the ones who crazy, doing the mad things to people and stealing our resource.
You're right.
But places like Africa, which is not a country, it's a continent, and this place is rich. Black people should have everything. We should be on top. We are the first people. We are the one that bring everybody. You understand? We are the one that bring everybody in the world. Without a black seed, there is nothing. And imagine that we don't have nothing and they have stolen all our resource so they could be on top.
But we have the Bible, though.
Yeah.
But we have the Bible.
No, but the Bible.
We have the good word. We have the good word, and we have to turn the other cheek.
I'm not turning.
We have to wait for hours when we get in heaven, but underfoot we have the gold, the diamonds, the oil, everything.
We have it all.
We have the talent.
We have it all.
We have the skills.
And the Creator put everything here for us.
But we have the Bible, but nothing else.
Yeah, you just imagine.
Go figure.
He give us everything. None of our children shouldn't be hungry. You understand what I'm saying? We have everything, food, everything. They cut down the trees, and these people are so wicked. There's a piece of land in Jamaica, right, where this lady was selling, and the lady, you know who I'm talking, and the lady sell it to this other stupid Jamaican lady, came down from England. You know what this stupid idiot lady did? Cut down all the mango trees and the breadfruit trees and stuff. Those are trees that was bearing fruits. And while the land was there, people used to go there and get this stuff. Why you can be so wicked? Tell me, it's evil enter these people's heart. You understand what I'm saying? Evil enter people's heart, why they do these things. And the Bible is there. You know what? What we have as black people, we go to church on Saturdays and Sunday. And don't get me wrong, the Bible, there's truth, so much truth in the Bible.
Of course. We understand that.
And we have to follow and listen. But when we go to church, we just jump up and down, and whatever the pastor says, we said, say it again, or jump up, amen, and whatever. But we don't see it for herself. Because
pastor worship.
Celebrity worship. Pastor write out stuff out of the Bible, or he gets somebody doing stuff for him and read stuff backwards and stuff like that for you not to understand the word. But you have to understand the word for yourself. You have to read the Bible for yourself and understand for yourself. We cannot take the pastor word because we love our pastor and our pastor.
Pastor sneeze on you and you thank him.
Yeah, and the pastor driving.
The pastor farts and you stand around and breathing. Ooh, the pastor farted. Ooh, smells so good. And I'm blessed and highly favored.
Pastor have to have the best food. Pastor have to have the best vehicle, the best house, and everything. Or why you don't have?
Some of these women, the pastor comes around, their knees just can't stay together.
Yeah, and the pastor have to have everything that is the best of everything, and the pastor lying to you. This is what I don't understand, because you have to go. When I used to go to church, I write down the scriptures. I don't just like the people telling me stuff. They go up, they're preaching and whatever, and you do it for yourself, because they're lying to you and you don't even know that they're lying to you. There's truth in the Bible. It's there for a reason. You understand? It's there for a reason. And because we're not doing what we supposed, we're not doing our work that we're supposed to do. That's where the problem comes in.
That's right.
You understand? And that's why we're in a lot of trouble.
That's right.
You know, and we have to be careful because this is what they do to us. And just like how you have leaders over you running behind these people, like in Jamaica, you're running to the Labour Party and the whatever party and the PMP, the JLP, whatever it is, and we're fighting against each other, and we ain't getting nothing out of it. Every time this side fighting against this side and people killing each other, for what? We're not getting anything and we're not getting ahead. You understand?
That's part of the game, though,
I can
sweetheart.
see if we were getting ahead.
That's the game,
and,
though.
And people,
divide and conquer.
We were uplifting each other, but we're not. Before we uplift each other, everybody is down pressing. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
We are so down pressed that when you see somebody, it's like, oh my God. You know? The poor children, the children, them is the one that really bothers me. You understand?
Right.
Because the adult, they are fooled and they keep letting people fooling them over and over again. So we have to try to uplift our children. You understand? Even here in the United States, we have to, it's all over the world. It's not just like in Jamaica, whatever. And then when these leaders do all these bad things and rape off everything that we have and turn people into idiot, then everybody in this, you come here, everybody talking about third world country, and you have even the same Jamaicans them here. I'm not going back to Jamaica because it's a third world country, blah, blah, blah. Well, when you used to be there, you used to be shitting in the bush and whatever and stuff like that. Now you have a, what toilet in your house and whatever. Now you're talking about you're not going to the third world country and all this stuff. You have to be careful what you're saying and what you're doing, because sometimes it comes to hit you in the ass so hard you don't know what hit you. You know, so we have to be careful and we need to pay attention. We have to pay attention to what we're doing and what we're saying, you know, because we have our children, them listening. And we need to think about our children and our grandchildren and our great-grandchildren. We need to think about them and see what these leaders are doing to our children. You know, because we have our parents, them, and they're not doing what they're supposed to do. And they are blind, and you're trying to talk to them and telling them stuff. They don't want to listen. They don't want to listen to nothing that you are telling them now. So we have to get to our children and our grandchildren and our great-grandchildren and teach them the right thing. We are not going to teach them nothing bad. We need to teach them what's right and what they're coming up into. You understand what I'm saying? Because they're going to be the leaders of tomorrow. And the ones them that they're now, we need them to walk out in the ocean and die. I'm telling you, just drown off and die. We never see them again. They just disappear into the ocean. We never see them again because they are doing too much wickedness. The ones in Jamaica, the ones that ruling over the continent, that doing all the wickedness, and these people don't know their history. People in Africa, it's a damn shame that they don't know their history. They don't know what happened. They don't know nothing what happened.
Let's bring that up, but we're going to talk more in depth with Brother Keston about that, because he just got back from Ghana, and that's one of the prime things he told us. He shared with us that many
they don't know the history. They don't know nothing what happened.
And I'm quite sure other countries in Africa are the same way, but
of course,
many folks in Ghana did not know the travesty of slavery. They weren't even aware of it. I heard of
and lived close,
lived close, and didn't know what some of the structures were all about.
Don't know.
When they took their last bath before they went out, and how Keston said they were saying how they laid down in almost a foot or two of feces.
12 foot or 9 foot of feces.
Whatever, but it shouldn't be any feces. You understand? And they had to imagine, and they're dead in there. The menstrual thing going on, feces, urine, and you're laying in there before you go. Isn't that something?
And they don't know. And a lot of us black people don't understand. And then a lot of us here in America as black people will say, we are black people. We all are black people. We come from a black seed. But you know what? We always say, I don't know nothing about Africa.
I don't want to go to no Africa. I ain't got no people. I'm here in America.
We would be better off because Africa is a richer country.
But
not a country, but a continent. That continent is so rich.
But the enemy has us tricked to not want to have anything to do with it. But you got all of the gold, the silver, the oil, the resources,
the rubies, the diamonds, everything.
The soil. You can grow
something. You imagine what the Creator has put there for us as black people, and it's been stolen from us, and what they have done to us. You understand what I'm saying? And I'm proud that my great grandparents was from Ghana and buried in Jamaica, where I'm from. You understand what I'm saying? And these people don't understand.
It's a powerful thing to know.
They don't understand where we are coming from. And we better think where we're going. You understand what I'm saying? Because we can't stay under this kind of condition here, even in United States, what they have been doing to us and continue to do to us.
That's right.
You see what these people are doing to us? These people don't care about you.
No.
We need to care about ourselves. We need to love ourselves. Because until we start caring about ourselves and loving ourselves and take care of ourselves, we are not going to make it. We are not going to make it.
No. And the bad part about it is, what I see is how we don't want anything to do with Mother Africa, but all the things that the white man takes from over there, we get from him, and it's so good because, the white man's ice is cold. Mm-hmm. And of course, those who are listening, who, if you're stupid in 2019, did I say the white man that's listening to this or what? But they all benefit.
Of course.
They all benefit. What I'm saying is that's how we talk. We're talking about the system, stupid. And so many of us now in the comment section, as they always do, they apologize. They're the apologists. Mm-hmm. But everybody's not. We're not talking about nitpicking or whatnot. Because whoever's good, you stand up from where you are, and you make some noise, and you, from your positioning and your white privilege, you stick your hand in that machine of oppression or downpression, and you make a difference. But no, you sit there quiet. You don't do a damn thing. So you're bad too. If you don't do anything or say anything, not just a gesture where you go to a march that's not going to do anything.
And nothing for us.
You put on your glasses, and when your dark glasses, and when the news cameras come around, you hold the sign up and hide behind the sign. And you're standing way in the back just so you can tell your nigger friends that, yes, I protested with you. But when you're by the water cooler on your job, and when you're overhearing as decisions are being made against us, you say nothing. So you're not good. And it's not our job right now to figure out who's good and who's not. You're all bad.
They're not gonna stand
You're sitting
up for
down
us.
doing nothing. You're all bad. And some of us who talk the talk, the Boulay and the Coons who talk the talk, but it's a good cop, bad cop kind of situation.
Oh, yeah.
And this goes on worldwide, and most people don't
All
even
over.
understand
All
that
over.
when you have this politician who walks amongst the people and takes the pictures with the babies and throws you a few turkeys, you say, oh,
Just
he's going to be
people.
different from all the other politicians.
Wicked.
But it's the same thing because they're not part of the real power structure. They're just a faceplate. They're just a paper thin cardboard cutout. Like when you go into the supermarket and you see the 6-foot man standing there and it's a celebrity, but it's a cardboard cutout. You lean on it, it knocks you down. It has no power. And this is the same way it is with politicians and the so-called religious leaders.
Of course.
They're there and you're going to the wrong thing. Like Brother Keston said, we got to turn within ourselves, grassroots, unity, those who have a talent and ability. And if you don't, you just have a willingness to work to build something, do that. The answer is within us.
Exactly.
It's not in the system. Anything part of the system is death. It's going to suck you dry, and it's death, and it's going to leave you without. That's how the machine works. And these people don't. If you call yourself a religious leader, you tell me what you're doing. You can't do it. You can't fight against your master. You can't fight against the political system.
The problem is that a lot of these leaders, for them, it's all about money, fame.
Of
you
course
understand?
it is.
Because they're flying around and doing all kind of stupid things. But they don't understand. But what bothers me the most, and it's happening here, that a lot of us is so blindsided because we can't even see it, how much our children are suffering. Even right here in the United States, I see it.
Of course.
I see it. Our black children are suffering, dying. You know, I have seen on the news with this young lady where I'm telling you where she disappeared from Coco. Now they find her body.
Oh God!
You know, and all these things bothers me, man. This mother and she,
all of these people,
you know,
that are missing, all of these hundreds of thousands. They talk about, well, yes, the children. No, black missing children. This media is wicked, and it's a tool. This Jewish-owned media. Now, I guess this so-called Jewish, right? This video is going to be flagged as hate speech. Okay, what's hate about it when it's the truth? who owns the media. Is this hate? I'm telling you the truth. Who owns the mainstream media? Who are the people who own the mainstream media? Is it hate when I'm upset that we're being exploited? If a woman gets raped and comes back crying and mad at the person who raped her, I'll go, you shouldn't talk like that. That's hate speech. Well, look at how you're raping us. I mean, and they own the media, and they work along with these different things, and they're things that they're not telling us. So you need to boycott the media. You got the internet right now. If they speak something about a certain country that is black all over the world, go to the internet and go and look at the news sources of those people. And you look at the comment section about what they're really saying. So-called mainstream media is the problem also.
Of course. That's why the cops, they can shoot us down and kill us and nothing don't come out of it. They control what we see. They control everything.
How we think.
They see us on the street. If you look too hard, they want to shoot you. You understand what I'm saying?
Or they got something smart to say
or they have
to escalate something.
To say to you. They are beasts.
Of course.
They are beasts. Nothing but beasts. And that's why I see them. And Jamaicans are the ones that really confidence to call them the beast boys. And that's what they are, because when they are beasts, man, when they look at you, it's like they drug them, you know. They drug them so they can shoot down black people and kill them.
So many of them on steroids anyway.
You know? And kill us off.
Yeah, steroids and growth hormone.
A cop, how many cops can just
soldiers
hold on somebody, choke them, put them in a chokehold and kill them?
Listen, I know what the chokehold is all about.
They did it to you.
Yeah, look,
12 of them did it to you.
Why they punch me in the face? Why they grab my balls? Why they break my fingers?
It's terrible, man.
I experienced that personally.
I
told the story on a video several years ago when the brother was killed in Staten Island by that chokehold. When I saw that, you saw how big he was too?
No, but
they were trying to pop my neck off.
Those things brought me to tears, because when I hear them kind of things, when you say what they did to you and all this stuff, and when I see how they're shooting down black people and killing black people, man, it's just like, let me tell you something. It's some demons rise up on this earth. And I tell you, demons in these cops, I'm telling you, nothing but demons. I'm telling you, man, just rise up. You know, that's why I'm telling you, wicked people need to walk out in the ocean and die. I know for sure. I know for sure one of these days the ocean is going to swallow up these people. You never see them again.
Yes.
You understand? Wicked people have to die. You understand? They have to die. You understand? When we die, let me tell you something. You die, your body die. But I already know that. Because if you read the Bible and if you understand it, you'll know that whenever the breath, as soon as the breath leaves the body, the Creator take back the spirit. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Let me tell you, we have a wonderful Creator who have made us.
It's a perfect system.
You understand
when you look at nature, it's a perfect system.
You understand what I'm saying?
The seasons, the time of the year, the soil. Look at the region that you may live in, and you have fruits and vegetables for that area that will take care of you. Man. When you look at how complex it is, even the insects work along to help us, and we should help them. We're part of the system. We don't need to leech it. We're here with it.
The wasp, the bee, they're for a purpose. You know,
if you have mango trees from here over the horizon, why you want to pick them all down and make them go bad?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I mean,
somebody
just
pick
profit.
Off, and what I see these people do, how wicked they are. Why would you pick off the green mangoes? You go in the supermarket, you look at the mangoes.
Greed. It's greed. It's greed.
It's just because of greed. And you want to kill off the people on the earth. Listen, the mango's supposed to stay on the tree until they are ready. They are ripe.
Right.
That's what I'm used to. I'm used to going outside in the morning and the mangoes drop in the yard. The ripe mangoes, when you look in the yard,
even so much. They're ripe and they drop.
They fall off.
You know that
they're ready to eat.
You don't even have to go up and pick it. It's like, you know.
They just fall.
Right.
And you just get a bucket and you pick up all these mangoes.
Right there for you.
Man, and when you're ready to eat, you just full it of water and you sit there and you eat mangoes till your belly busts.
And you don't have to pay no white man for it. You don't have to
pay nobody for it. Go to the supermarket.
And look how the people do.
Mangoes.
Look how the people do. Down in Jamaica and all over the world in our black countries. They will pick extra mangoes and share it out with the people. And share it. That's what people do in the country. We share it. If you get 25 mangoes in a basket or 30 in a basket, by the time you get back home, you sat there and you ate your stomach full already. And you bring it back, you might have 10 and you give the 20 to different people.
But what you don't understand, you have a basket of mango and you never count the mangoes. But you keep giving people. It's like when you come home, the basket's still full and you wonder that's how the Creator work, you know. What we don't understand, you know. That's why He put these things here for us, you know. to share with each other, so everybody could have something on their table. You understand what I'm saying?
That's right.
And it's like you come home and the basket is still full.
Right.
You understand?
That's
and
right.
you feel so good, smiling, you're happy, and you understand. We want our children to be happy. We want our children to run around with each other and jump around, and nobody ain't stealing them, so they could get their organs and all that stuff. You see what I'm saying?
Even
we want our children to be happy. And so much our children disappear. We don't know where. Wicked people on this earth. Demon people on this earth. You understand what I'm saying? So demon people have to die. You
That's
understand?
right.
They have to walk out into the ocean and die. The ocean and it must have to happen that is swallow up all the wicked people on this earth. You understand what I'm saying? And we as black people would need to be careful. And a lot of us gonna die too.
Because we love them so much.
Gonna die
we
because
love them more than we love ourselves.
We are greedy, and it's go for the pastors and stuff. All the people them that is in think they're in high places, and we are in low places because they don't press us. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
And a lot of them gonna die.
That's right.
Because guess what? They're reading the Bible, but they themselves are blind. You understand what I'm saying?
We need to get back to our African original spirituality. There was a comment left in one of the videos that was so profound. And basically it said something to this effect, that our enemy knows our power and we don't know our power.
True.
It's been replaced with something else far weaker. And yes, there is truth in the Bible, but it's been replaced with something weaker. And they go into the motherland and study our spirituality, know the power of our spirituality. They cannot totally encompass it because they're inept. They don't have the ability. They're humanoids, right? But our thing is so strong, they don't want us to go back to that because it's so strong, sweetheart, that you can just look, if you're at full capacity with your African spirituality, that you'll be able to merely look in the eyes of your enemy and he will drop dead on the spot without you touching him. So imagine that. If we knew what we have and what we had and what we need to go back to having and release and get rid of and vaporize this foolishness that they put on us and go back to the root. And go back to who we are. And that's why they don't want us to know who we are. All throughout school, I had Jewish teachers, Finkelstein, Miss Lutz, Miss Chrisman, Miss this, Miss that, all Stein, right? And they're teaching us our history. And all they taught us was from where slavery began, and that's it. But they were so shrewd, and I'm very angry about that. Because it delayed me. Now, my parents taught me as much as they could, but school is school. And I'm very angry about that.
We as black people, they are not the ones supposed to teaching us about our history. What they know about our history, everything was stolen from us. We need to know our history, and our children and our grandchildren
that's a damn shame,
and our great-grandchildren need to know their history.
And know who they are.
All the wickedness that have done to us, black people, and hurt. We have so much power. We should have these people walking with their head behind them right now. You understand what I'm saying?
Behind them, she rolling on the ground.
No, but we need to let them see how much power we have, and we just don't know how much power we have and how to use it. You understand what I'm saying?
That's where we need to go. And we can't be scared to go back into that because now they tell us, oh, that's evil.
No,
that's
it's not.
It's wrong.
It's not.
It's the devil. And all of us come. But look. If this God that they gave us was so righteous, why are we in a position we're in?
That's what I'm trying to say.
And
why?
they use it to justify
and we
in
don't
2019, before and beyond.
And we all here looking around and we want to jump up and down in church and stuff like that.
You let somebody come here. You let some white man come to this door, some white woman, or one of these coons come to the door, talk about the good word. Trust me, I'm going to keep my camera charged right by the other tripod because you're going to hear it. And they're going to run away and never come back.
No, for me, it's really disgusting.
No, I'm very angry.
It's really disgusting.
I'm righteously angry. And anybody out here who is righteously angry has the right to be righteously angry after they do what they do. They don't want to teach us the truth in these schools. And we come up, they have us calling our own country a third world country.
Third world country.
This is a third world country, America, and that's why I cannot wait until I get out of it. The vibration here is wrong. All of the practices here is wrong. Look at how they're turning our men inside out and upside down. So when we go back to where we can eat fruit and live off the land and show love to each other, they don't like that. And black people, I'm telling you, whenever you're in their presence, they love it when you come against each other. They love it when you run to them and gossip about your brother and sister. When you see your brother and sister, I don't care if they slap you in the face, that's the one you turn the other cheek to. But when one of them, the enemy or representative of the enemy, comes to you and they slap you in the face, you make sure to make their dentist rich and you punch out every tooth they have in their mouth.
They won't be doing that with me.
Time to get more vicious.
No, they won't be doing that with me.
And when they know that you got that inside of you, they will not mess with you. Look at the lion out in the jungle. Look at the certain animals out in the jungle that other animals say, I know I can dig out his eye because he's sleeping, but when that lion wakes up, boy, he's going to come and do something to me. Let them have that fear. You must respect. And you got to have people who are willing to give their lives, not sit here and be keyboard warriors on YouTube and look at how many views you get. I don't give a damn how many views I get. I don't give a damn if YouTube gives me $1 or not. It's not about that anymore, because you know what? You're spending so much of your life on this bad boy, they're going to snatch it away eventually. There'll be no YouTube. There'll be no internet. And you're going to look around and realize you wasted your whole damn time. So when we use it, and we use it to reach out to the brothers and sisters and connect on a real live level. That's why I give out my number. Soon, I'm going to give out my address.
But a lot of these brothers and sisters come against each other on YouTube too. But what they don't understand, there's a day going to come where they don't have nothing. Do you really understand that there's a day that you're not going to have a dime in sight for you to use or anything? And we're going to, whether you like it or not, whether you like it or not, we're going to have to unite, because there's no other way. Because when all of them,
or die.
When all of them turn on our behind, whether you was up in high places and you say you have millions of dollars, you don't have nothing. Just like the people them in entertainment and whatever, they have all this money and you think you're on top or whatever, you got to be down in the bottom of the pit. So if you don't join hands together with each other and unite, let me tell you something, man. It's going to be something. Because for me right now is that looking on our children. You understand what I'm saying? On our children, our grandchildren, and our great-grandchildren, we need to start teaching them. You understand what I'm saying? Because these leaders that we have over us.
Leading us to
and the other thing, is that I was saying to you this morning, I don't call nobody no boss.
Hey, boss man.
These people use any little word that they use, any little word that they pick up from black people, they take it to control us.
Yes.
You understand what I'm saying? If because I know
seeing a white person, I see a lot of that in the South. You see a white person in the street, and we got brothers out here. Hey, boss man. Like, who is this white man? You don't know him. You calling him boss. You automatically assume the position of being subservient when you see this white man. It's a damn shame. Understand what's going on with the language. You're letting him know that I'm below you and you're on top and you the boss. It's not a compliment.
So don't press.
Exactly.
So don't press.
You are so disgusting to yourself, and your kids see you. You're supposed to be the closest thing to Superman that they ever seen on a mental and spiritual and physical level. And you talk about, hey, boss man. So what the kids gonna think?
And you're carrying
that white man is better than you.
Yeah. I'm not calling nobody no boss, because as I said to you this morning,
leave your kids to slaughter.
Any word that we use, they use it to don't press us some more. You understand what I'm saying?
Because you use the word the way you need to empower yourself, and you take it back, and you walk in the proud fashion. When we were growing up and these guys see each other and say, hey, boss man, what's up? It's like everything they see us do or use. Any words we use you have to be careful, because they come into everything that we do. Any little thing you do, if it's even two of us there, one of them show up because they want to take our words or our ideas and run with it. And we don't understand that whatever we do, we need to do it together without none of them in there. You understand? Because anything that we do, say, any word we use, they pick it up and use it for their advantage, because they get rich off of us and we don't understand. And that's why we need to unite. And keep the fire in our belly. Keep the fire
burning. You have to keep it burning.
Me working with the public, you'll have those who see the fire just by you sitting there. They see that you're not going for this subservient foolishness. And they come to you with a glare in their eyes, like you're supposed to just blink your eyes, tear up, and look down. And when you look them right in the eye and you use the language, which is not our language, but they see that you've mastered their language, so there must be something different about you. I'm not saying what I'm saying. Nah, you speak right back to them. You know, and yes.
And I look them right in the eye when you do it.
You know, I do have to service the public, but I'm not going to do it in a dignified manner. For those who don't know, I drive a bus here in Orlando, and you get some of these people who come, I need to know so-and-so and so-and-so. Well, you need to address me properly before anything's going to happen. Are you speaking to me? You see? And they look you in the eye, and I'm looking them right back in the eye, and they instantly know that you have this fire. And now they instantly don't like anything about you. So the transaction verbally is not about them finding out a direction. Now I'm going to beat you down into being subservient before this exchange is over. And I'm looking you in the eye like I got a left hook and a right cross ready for you. Yes, I know that's what you want me to do, so you can call your race soldiers to lock me up. But I'm looking at you that way with the thought in my mind, so you can feel my vibration and know I'm not afraid of you. We've got to walk that way, and we got to make them know. Even in our little transactions, you go to the bank and they take too long. You call somewhere on the phone and they keep you on hold too long. You call them to task. You're to be respected and to walk every stride you do out inside in this world, on this planet. Let me tell you something. This life is like a play, and people are watching. Your kids are watching. You can tell them one thing about being strong, but if you move weak, they receive that because they see that. They need to see it in action. I saw my father deal in business with white folks as a proud black man, and he never took a step back, and they dare not cross him. They dare not. I saw this with my own eyes, and I understand.
And that's the warrior. Your father, you know, born and grew up in Jamaica and leave and whatever, but you have that warrior spirit inside of him,
so,
you know?
So I used to walk around 5 and 6 years old like I had muscles, walking next to my father who had muscles. It's not about the muscles. It was that I saw that he is a warrior. And I say he is a warrior. I'm not speaking past tense, because his essence is somewhere in creation. So I'm the visible one right now. You pop one pimple, you say you don't like it, well, another one rises up. I'm not saying we're pimples. What I'm saying is that when you have a system, if your system is not right, it seeks to cleanse itself. If you went to Dunkin' Donuts all last night and ate 20 donuts, and you wake up and you got all kind of blackheads and whiteheads on your skin, that's your system screaming out saying it's not clean. So when we have a system in this world that's not clean, we are the righteous pimples that rise up to show that something's not right. Even if you don't say it, something's not right. You pop one, it comes out. You get rid of all the pimples, your breath will stink. You go to the bathroom and stink the place up. If your system's not right, the world is going to know about it. You got to understand that. But you got to walk strong now. You got to walk strong because, you know, like I told you the other day, a couple weeks back, when I see a man or a woman, because I people watch all day long, right? My voice a little hoarse, but I'm not going to stop talking. I can tell you the person who is motivated. I can tell you the person who has something to do, who's on a mission by the way they walk. If they're walking around zigzagging and scratching their head, turning around, looking around, they got nothing to do.
Up to no good.
They got nothing to do. But when you look, I got stuff to do, and I try to get my rest. But when I get up in the morning time, it's a mission. I got this, and I'm excited. I'm not pushed to do it. I'm motivated to do so.
Because you have fire in you.
Because I got fire. Because listen, if you stop me for some reason from doing all of this, it's going to come out. I might start doing some wicked things. I might start doing some not wicked against us. But the oppressor might feel it a different way. So allow me to do it this way because it's good for the health of a lot of people out here. Because if not, the fire I have inside of me would burn everything down immediately, and I would not need the help of anybody. I'll just come on back and say, boy, that's something. Look what happened. Yes. And this is what we need to have inside of us.
Because that's what we need to have inside of us, and that's what we need to put inside of our children too. You understand what I'm saying? Because too much of our children is out here suffering. You understand? Suffering, going through a lot of stuff. Too much parents hollering can't find their kids. You understand? Too much of us hollering can't find our children where they are. Our children and our grandchildren and our great-grandchildren, our brothers, our sister, our mother, our father. We don't know where they're at. And sometimes if they turn up dead. Organs missing. Come on.
And you got to watch these celebrities. These celebrities who all of a sudden are trying to seem so nice. Oh, this one adopted 15 black kids from this little village in Africa. But they're raising hell against the kids here in the system here. What I'm saying is that don't be fooled by that gesture that you think is so kind. Because those little kids, I believe, are nothing but melanin batteries for them. They're nothing but spare parts for them. You know, when you go and you have a bicycle and you go to the bicycle shop and you get spare parts for your car because you know eventually that car is going to break down and you need these parts that are going to wear down over time. Well, you have organs right there in the form of these children. And you're a rich celebrity, and you know you get to about 80 or 90 years old, or even 70 years old, and you've been drinking and drugging, and your whole internal organs are all off. And you adopted these people, these kids. They're grown now. They get them at certain ages and match up the age of the kids with the age of these so-called celebrities or people who are adopting them. Say, for example, that celebrity is 40 years old. Well, they're going to get babies. So by the time those babies are 30 years old and these celebrities are 70, they got fresh, young organs, right, that they can use. That's my theory. I don't know, but that's what my spirit tells me. It's not a sincere thing. If you can be a part of a wicked, satanic, Zionist system, but you want to be kind to the little black boys. But all of us so many of us are missing.
Yeah, so much. So many.
They talk about a Holocaust and ours is going on right now, but nobody wants to talk about it.
Nobody don't want to say nothing because when it comes to us, nobody don't want to say nothing. And we have a lot of us as black people.
Got no time to cry for nobody else. We got our own.
A lot of us as black people don't even care. We're doing so much stupidness. It's all about the stupidness that we're doing. And these girls running around with the weaves and the nails and stuff, and their head is all mixed up. They don't even know what's going on. You have your children. You don't have time to sit down and talk to them and take care of them and make sure that these kids learn our history. And we as parents, we have to make sure these kids that we have out there, that they're learning their history and teaching their children their history, because they are not learning anything because their head is so screwed up. It's all about the so-called crap on the TV, what they see. Everybody with this, the long nails and the hair and all this stuff. It's not going to bring us anywhere. It's going to bring us more down press.
That's right.
You understand? It's going to down press us more. And we have to really pay attention to what's going on. You know, if we don't pay attention, we all going to lost. We all going to be lost. You understand? And we have to do something about this.
At this point.
We have to do something about it. And my thing is that these leaders, let me tell you something. You have some of these young guys, even you have some of these young Jamaicans, that the things that they're talking about, how intelligent they are.
Yeah.
And then you have these so-called leaders, like all the prime minister and all them that's there. They don't need to be there. They don't need to be there. This prime minister over there right now need to walk out into the ocean and die. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
He need to die with the rest of leaders, that wicked leaders with him. They all need to walk out in the ocean. As soon as they walk out, the water need to come and swallow them up. You know, if they try to get in the car or whatever, the ocean need to swallow them up. And I know the Creator can do that. And I know it can happen. And we have to start calling, let me tell you something, we have to start calling them out and doing what we need to. They don't need to be there. They don't need to be there. We need to get them out of there without touching them. You understand what I'm saying? We have to use our power that we have to get them out. And the Queen of England not getting our money from Jamaica, just keep raping off Jamaica. We need to do something about it. And the ocean need to swallow she up in an instant. You understand? I mean, swallow her up. And we need to start doing stuff about it. We need to stop thinking that we don't have power and start using the power that we have. We need to start doing that. It's about us now. It's not about them. It's about us. We need to take care of us and do what we need to do right now. The time is now. It has come now. And it's time for us to do what we're supposed to do. And we need to do it now. right now. Not later, but now.
Make sure to check out the boldest blog at LanceScurv.com and follow Scurv on Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube under LanceScurv.